Hello, friends. Long time no see, I know. Let me explain. About 3.5 weeks ago, Melissa and I got a letter from our insurance company, homeowners insurance company, saying that they weren't going to cover us unless we fixed some fascia on the back of the house. So we spent about a week and a half doing that. And then right about the same time, I started Lamictal. I believe I mentioned that in the last video. And I developed a reaction to it, a very nasty one. Not life-threatening, or I didn't need hospitalization or anything. But I had a few spots of rashes on my back and my legs. And I just felt generally crappy. So there's that. And then I had to go to the doctor for that, and they put me on stuff to combat the infection, and steroids to help fight the overall reaction that I was having. I'm still on the Prestique. It's going great on the Prestique. Discovered that I have lost 40 pounds since being on Prestique, and so there's that. That's going pretty good. And then what else? Oh, and then Monday of last week, Melissa and I decided to take an impromptu trip, and I posted some pictures of that on Google Plus, but I'm going to put some here. We had a really good time. We had a fantastic trip. Discovered that we do not want to live in Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas. We might consider moving to Colorado Springs, but definitely not Denver. And possibly New Mexico, but that's still up in the air because it gets really hot. And I don't want to be where it's hot. Let's see, what else has been going on? Nothing much has been going on. Did discover one thing. I was under the impression for a long time that I wasn't happy in Memphis because Memphis generally sucks ass. It really does. And so I thought, well, maybe it's because of the people and the culture, that it's a very harsh culture. That the people that were, especially the people that were born and raised here, they just have a general nastiness about them. You can always tell somebody who has relocated to Memphis, because they just don't have that nastiness. So then after a while, I was like, well, that can't be it, because that just doesn't make any sense. So I dove deeper, and I thought it was because I was in such close proximity to my mother. My mother is one of my biggest abusers. And as I thought about that, I held on to that theory for about a month and a half, but then I was like, no, because I know that even if she did come to Memphis, there's no way she could find my house. She's not that smart. So while we were out into the world, we discovered that I started having panic attacks when we got near big cities. And generally with big cities, you get a lot of people. And you get a lot of people, you get a lot of craziness. And people are just generally nastier in bigger cities. And so we figured that it was because of the stress related to being in the big city, that I'm just not able to handle stress anymore. After the breakdown, when you have a breakdown, your ability to handle any kind of stress, that threshold just goes away. And it takes a long time to retrain yourself to be able to cope with different levels of stress. And quite honestly, I can't handle stress anymore. It does throw me into a pretty intense panic attack, and it's just very difficult to be around me at that time because of the intense because of the intensity of the panic attack. So I think that's, at least if nothing else came from that trip other than just kind of recharging the batteries, discovering that I can't be in a big city anymore. So now we have refocused our energy on trying to move to a smaller town that's still going to have the ability for Melissa to work and for us to have decent internet, because if she's going to work from home, she needs decent internet. But that's what's been going on with me. I hope you guys are well, and let me know what you think of the pictures. And drop me a line if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you guys soon.